We're back for part 2 of the Czar takeover. You know what I'm saying? Still on you, my guy. So what you finishing up with Nani?
Yeah, basically, yeah, I finished up. Basically, I was her life, basically.
Okay.
What's your opinion on it? How do you feel?
I feel Nani is the GOAT. You talk about, that's a fact. I feel Nani is official. That's a fact. I mean, I always felt that way about her. I was always interested in Nani. I was always, you know what I'm saying? I always liked her story. You know what I'm saying? I always like to hear stories of our people back in the day that fought. You know what I'm saying? Because in school they don't teach us about people that fought. They teaching us about George Washington and the 4th of July and all that Declaration of Independence. Like that means something to a black man. It doesn't mean nothing to me. That doesn't, you know what I'm saying? But hearing about Nani, hearing about, you know what I'm saying, certain people, the Smalls dude from South Carolina, he was a gangster, Nat Turner, you know what I'm saying? Things like that make you,
Marshall.
you know what I'm saying, it make you stand up. You know I don't really jack Thurgood Marshall. You know what I'm saying? I actually went to a whole play with him, upstate New York. You know what I'm saying? When I what do I call her? My stepdaughter? Definitely wasn't my stepdaughter, but feel me, a girl that I was with, her daughter, you feel me? I drove out to Syracuse to her college and all that, and they basically had a play. Had a play on Thurgood Marshall and all that. And the reason I say I'm not jacking them because most black people be fiending to turn into one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like he became a judge and all that, and like yeah. You know what I'm saying? He just basically turned into one of them, like locking black people up and all that. And you know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They just make us do the job now. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of because that's what his dad told him. So his dad told him that for a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. But God don't make no mistakes, you feel me? So, yeah, rest in peace to Thurgood Marshall. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's on you, my guy. How did you feel? How you feel about Nani? Because you know that's basically your roots. Not a lot of people know about Nani. Not a lot of, you feel me? Not a lot of people. What you think about it?
I feel first of all, she's like goated because like it's woman power. You feel me? Nobody expects a woman to do all of that. Mind you, she's not even like killing people. She's just she's just like the strategist. She's planning everything out.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they said, yeah, she killed a couple people, got her little bodies and stuff.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Business is business.
Man, facts, man. Gotta do what you gotta do out here, man. Feel me? You got killers and you got murderers, you know what I'm saying? The difference, a murderer basically planned it. Like I went to go get you. I planned it all out and went to go get you.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? A killer is more like
yeah, I'm a killer.
You try to take you trying to take my life and you feel me? Got you up off me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you feel me? That's a killing and murder is two different things. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
You know who she reminds me of too?
Who's that?
Dutty Bookman.
You said she reminds you of Dutty Bookman?
Yeah, a little bit.
What do you know about Dutty Bookman? Not a lot of people know about that guy either, man. Shout out to all my Haitians, man. Feel me? It's 1804 type movements, you know what I'm saying? Facts. Super facts. What you know about Bookman, my man?
I know about a lot. You want to get into him?
Excuse me. Go ahead, bro. You got the floor, man. It's the Czar takeover.
Basically, he was born in Haiti, of course. And
Boukman, he was born in Haiti? Yeah, okay.
And he was transported. He was enslaved and transported to Jamaica, and they put him up. I forgot what you call it. The word for it.
What you mean?
Would they put you up for sale in front of mad people?
Put you up for sale. Put you on the market. On the market, he treated us like food, like goods. A supermarket. Right.
But yeah, basically, yeah, he got put up for sale. Any other word, and he got sent to France, which is considered now Haiti, but France. And basically, that's where he became famous and stuff. Feel me? And basically, they didn't. Of course, they're not gonna like how they're being treated because they still think it's their. Back to what we were saying, kings and queens. Feel me? They don't feel like slaves.
They're not slaves. That's why. They know who they are. Understand? Facts.
So basically, they intensified. It got intensified to the white men, of course. Feel me? And basically, Duddy Bookman's the one who rose up to the challenge, basically, and the night before the Haiti Revolutionary War, he had a voodoo ceremony.
Okay.
He killed the animal basically, and then started saying a speech. I don't remember the speech off the top of my head, but yeah, he started saying a speech, right? So that night. Started killing mad white men. Started murdering them off the map.
Gangster. Gangster.
Yeah, so a couple
Get
months.
him out of here.
Yeah. So a couple months later, after he kept killing and killing, they packed up my son, Duddy Bookman.
Word, that quick? I had to get him up out of here. Pack my son
He was too open.
Damn, they call him too easy. Facts.
And yeah, after they killed him, they basically put him up as display. But it chopped his head off and said, "Yeah, that's your man's."
Yeah, I heard that part. I know that part. Facts.
Word, like that's your man's. Which is personal to me, but that's what made the Haitians keep pushing. And there were some other big names in there. I don't remember them off the top of my head.
Toussaint. My son Toussaint.
Yeah,
my son Toussaint. My son, he wasn't playing outside.
But basically, yeah, they kept leading because of his leadership. Basically,
especially probably in the. Because they killed him, they probably I'm about to go harder. I'm not about to fall back.
I was about to stop.
Yeah, I'm about to what? You killed the homie.
You killed the big
Facts.
G.
Facts.
And basically, they a couple weeks later, they had recruited bad people, and then they went on to kill 4,000 white men. And the French part, that's now Haiti. It was they
called it they called Haitian Haiti. They called it Haiti back then.
No, it was called
I mean France, because you saying France. They didn't call it France.
I mean, it was considered France, but it was called Domingo.
Because according to what I know, it was before all that. Before it was Haitian and Dominican Republic, because it's parted off. Before it was Hispaniola. Something like that.
They said that, but they said after France took over, basically.
Okay.
Because France, they had it. The Spanish people had it, but then France killed them, took over.
Got you. Okay, got you.
Yeah, my fault for not breaking it down. But yeah, France basically took over, and they called it Domingo, something like that.
Okay.
And basically back to where I was at, which I kind of forgot. After they killed them, put them on display. Like I said, weeks later they had mad new recruits and killed 4,000 white men. And that's when they took their place and the called their Haiti, and France ended up.
Hold up, so the black people called it Haiti? They came up with that name?
I think
Haiti?
so.
Okay.
I think it was like a team agreement.
Okay.
And And after they won, France had to give up because it's killed too much people.
Nice. Very nice. That's music to my ears. Facts.
So after the Revolutionary War.
Revolutionary.
Yeah, Revolutionary. Haiti Revolutionary War, they say. They won it. So, yeah, that's all I really have. We're not going to go deep, you feel me? Because it was just on Dirty Bookman. But he was packed up a little too early, so I had to add a little extra.
Okay. Yeah, they did pack my boy up a little too early, but they did stand in my son's name. Like, feel me?
They stood on business.
They stood on business, you feel me? Got through to body, you know what I'm saying? Facts. That's and I was talking to somebody about this the other day, you know what I'm saying? That's why they try to make him look like the poorest. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the poorest countries in the world. Like how? Like, how is this the poorest country in the world, but right across, a few feet over, DR is not? You know what I'm saying? It's on the same land. It's on the same, you know what I'm saying? For the first black people to get their independence. Like, nah, I'm not jacking that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just hate in America, or people, whatever, these white slave masters, whoever, got to be hating for them to be that way. Because they're not the poorest if the Clintons over there robbing them. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to see America in no country
unless there's
that's
really
poor,
something.
Unless it's something there. Like, they're going to say, oh, Iraq is poor and this and that. Why are you over there?
For the oil.
Understand? That means it's rich. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you feel me? My son said for the oil. Like, who's teaching you these things? Why are you on point out here? You know? You challenge this. Feel me? But nah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. That's
but like, what's your opinion on Dirty Bookman?
On Dirty Bookman? From what I know about him, like, yeah, he was a G. You feel me? I heard he came from, he went to Haiti and all that and taught them feel me, how to do the voodoo shit to kill the slave masters. I know we look at that as something dark today. You know, everything that black men do, they look at something as negative. You know what I'm saying? But that's our original religion. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? They just make it look like evil, and you know, some people use it for evil nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I know that for a fact. I could tell you that from experience. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people use it. Niggas using it on each other. Bookman probably rolling in his grave right now. Mm-hmm. Like, yo, they using it on each other. Like, shit like Star Wars out here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But fucking, like, yeah, I felt he was a G. You know what I'm saying? I respect him. I love hearing stories like that. You know what I'm saying? From our people who's rising up. You know what I'm saying? Make me know, like, yeah, we wasn't no punks. We wasn't no, you know what I'm saying? Because if you let school tell it, we was slaves. Mm-hmm. And that's it. And we bowed down and this and that. You feel me? If I didn't ever do my own research in life, I would never know Jamaica is the home of the rebels. You know what I'm saying? The Haitians got down how they got down. You know what I'm saying? That dude Smalls out in South Carolina, the Nat Turners, you know what I'm saying? What? They rose up. And they didn't consider themselves as slaves. You know what I'm saying? It's a fact. You know what I'm saying? We just, yeah. So that's how I feel about Bookman. I feel he was a G, you know what I'm saying? Like, facts. Super facts.
Died too early, though.
I mean, God don't make mistakes, you feel me? That's how I feel, you know what I'm saying? But he left them with something. Feel me? He left them with something to carry on, because if he didn't die, maybe that revolution, they probably wouldn't have went so hard, you know what I'm saying? But just because they smoked my son, that, you feel me, rose up the ambition. They're like, nah, we gotta, you feel me, tonight. You know what I'm saying? Tonight.
No
you
exception.
You ever been in situations like that? Like, nah, tonight, dog. Not that dia go by. You know what I'm saying? Facts, nigga. Not that next year going by. Feel me? Tonight. We getting these dudes tonight, right now.
You know what I'm saying? Of here.
Facts. Feel me? So definitely respect all that. Super facts. Feel me? That's all you had on
Yep.
that topic. How you felt about all that, about Bookman and Nani, and like, do you compare the two? Like, you feel me? How you felt about both of them? Like,
we know obviously Nani is better.
Why you say that?
Cause
you say they better. They both G's.
They is both G's, but like Nani just got the aura. She's just better.
Just a woman, a woman. Feel me? The feminine.
And she ain't go out right away, and she was still catching bodies.
Bookman's story is cut short. I feel you on that, but it still goes on through
willpower,
through the Haitians. You feel me? It still goes on because that's how they got their independence and all that.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah. But that's all on the Czar takeover today.
Okay.
But like, you want to give words of wisdom?
Oh yeah. Before we cut out words of wisdom. Like I said, we don't be editing. We don't we just do this raw. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't no, you feel me? So I don't be thinking about, oh, what's the word of wisdom? I wasn't thinking about it earlier. No, I'm thinking about it right now, which I got it like that. Feel me? So words of wisdom today. Hit you with love is the answer. You know what I'm saying? It's my
but still starving.
You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite artists, Garnett Silk, rest in peace to him. You know what I'm saying? Like love, man, love is so powerful. You know what I'm saying? Love is the strongest thing in the world. Like it really kills everything. You know what I'm saying?
Like you could still have you could have all the money in the world, and still not be happy.
And still not be happy just because you don't love yourself. You didn't find that deep. You didn't go that deep within yourself. People don't realize you think you love yourself, but to love is to know. If you don't know yourself fully, you know what I'm saying? You don't love you. You think you love you. Certain people didn't even take the time out to chill with themselves, to get to know themselves, to get to know who they are, to even love who or what they are. You know what I'm saying? Because you distracted by phones, bills, kids. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know who you are to love you. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get that deep and you really get that time to figure yourself out, I guarantee you're going to fall in love with yourself. Because, I'm in love with me. You know what I'm saying? Once I seen what I seen within myself, there's nothing no one can tell me. You know what I'm saying? That's love. So, yeah, that's the word of wisdom for today is love. Love is the answer. That's feel me? That's one of my favorite songs by Garnett Silk too. So go check that out. Feel me? Love is the answer. You know what I'm saying? It's deep. Everything is deep in life. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go deep within, or you surface. You on the surface. You surface loving. I used to tell a lady that, man. You on the surface. She used to look at me. Feel me? That's like when people see me, they don't see me. They see them. They see their thoughts. You know what I'm saying? They see their thoughts of me. You know what I'm saying? So a person would judge me, oh, he's this, oh, he's that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so intelligent that I could be like, oh, I see why they say that. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know me. You know what I'm saying? I'm deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Still waters run deep, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to look. You got to dive deep within me. You can't know me unless you love me. You had to love me to know me. You know what I'm saying? You can't just pull up on me today and think you know me. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? You got to be around me. You got to get to know me. You have to understand me. You got to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't never going to know who I am because especially women, the women know, you know what I'm saying? Certain women that I let around me, that I allowed to see me, you know what I'm saying? Because you could be around me for years and I still won't allow you to see the real me. That's how nice I am. I still won't allow you to see the real me. But the women that I did let around me, the more they got to know me, is the more they fell in love. Like, Period. There's no way you're not gonna love me once you're around me and you getting to know me. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm like a like them chocolate candies back in the day with the cherry in the middle, but you ain't know it was one of them. But you ain't know it was one of the cherries in the middle, joint, and you just bit it like, oh my gosh, it just melted in your mouth like you didn't expect that. You know what I'm saying? Facts though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my word. That's my word of wisdom for today, man. Love is the answer. Love is the answer to everything. It kills all. Feel me? And with that, we off this?
Wait.
We off this. Holla at y'all, man. All right.